Russia and the confidence to keep their foot in the door. Suburban Texas may not have prepared them for degradation like this, but missionaries are never stuck for an answer.
He even breaks icons, so he hates God, but I think he doesn't.
But if you go to heaven, you get a new body and you can do all those beautiful things again and dance and play the violin.
This man's too bewildered or drunk to understand what's going on, but he'll still be forced to his knees in his own living room.
Вы повторяете, вы должны исповедовать это. Меня скажите. Меня.
Категорически отрицательно.
I'm absolutely against it, going from flat to flat like that.
Я противник во время предвыборных кампаний.
I opposed it in election campaigns too. It's like breaking into a person's soul.
Залезать в душу человека.
The governor believes in subtler methods, juggernauting plans through the local council to ensure that orthodoxy is more visible than other denominations. This will be a new cathedral, replacing a much-loved park. The governor even tried to fund construction from the public purse. But the Orthodox say it's not favoritism, just an attempt to preserve Russia's unique civilization. Yulia Ushakova trains priests at this seminary.
Человек, который попадает в эти секты.
A person who falls in with these sects becomes an émigré in his own country because he denies the value of historical and cultural tradition. He casts doubt on the faith of his ancestors as though it has no value.
Yulia's come to give her weekly anti-sect class. Today's subject, how to tackle the most persistent of all door knockers, Jehovah's Witnesses. Yulia believes they're offering a typical tawdry Western import, designed to delude the gullible.
Естественно, американского происхождения, американские миссионеры занесли на Воронежскую землю это учение. И благодаря примитивности самого учения, потому что там все понятно, то, что обещали коммунизм, то предлагают и эти, будет.
Задание.
Jehovah's Witnesses were banned from communist Russia as anti-state subversives. But in the last decade, they've built up congregations in every city. They're a sober, disciplined army, and their meetings give a role to every brother and sister, even the possibly dangerous freedom to challenge accepted texts.
Вот как раз это место. И кто не берет креста своего и следует за мною, тот недостоин меня, ведь ясно написано крест.
Да, здесь Иисус Христос говорит не о металлическом кресте деревянном, а о страдании душевном.
Filth, screams the headline. Of all Christian incomers, Jehovah's Witnesses have met the fiercest resistance. They're accused of spearheading an American conspiracy against Russia, of splitting families, kidnapping children, even organizing prostitution. In Moscow, they're fighting attempts to ban them for allegedly promoting religious hatred. But their leaders aren't worried. Martyrdom has its own mystique.
Если посмотреть в целом историю, библейскую историю, Иисус был гонимым.
If we look at biblical history, we see that Jesus was persecuted, and he foretold that his successors would be persecuted. And that's what's happening now to Jehovah's Witnesses. Obviously, if you look at these articles, they're often written by Orthodox priests. It's clear why they write them. They want Russia to have only one religion, Orthodoxy.
This is where the Pentecostal community of Voronezh hoped to receive their American guests, but it won't be ready for tonight's service. Plans for a church were turned down by the authorities. Permission was later given only for an administrative building. In the meantime, Pentecostals are being chased from one hired hall to another.
We used to rent somewhere in the Lenin Culture Palace, but then the director was told to get us out. Metropolitan Maffordi had put pressure on the governor. They didn't want us to have any activities there. I think it's a breach of the Constitution, because the Constitution says you should be free to confess any religion.
The Culture Palace of the Voronezh tyre factory, slogan "Art belongs to the people," still welcomes Western evangelists, despite pressure to ban them. At last, the Americans can share their good news. Here, the arc lights of Broadway have replaced the flickering candles of Byzantium. This democratic religion lets the boy next door taste the agony or ecstasy of a saint. A few days of leafleting has netted several hundred potential converts, a mixture of men and women, young and old, that orthodoxy can only envy.
They came personally to our home to invite us. We came out of curiosity, and I'm very impressed by what I've seen. I like it very much, and I might come again next Sunday.
It's not like this in our churches. There they just chant. But here they play instruments and sing in a natural way. We don't have anything like that. It's beautiful. I can't explain it. It's really interesting here.
For his finale, the American's star turn dons a Cossack shirt. It's a nod to Russian culture, though Dostoevsky was never happy-clappy. Nowadays, Russians are invited to sing along to many imported tunes. Some like the diversity. But patriotism's in vogue now. To fight the combined forces of metropolitans and governors, foreign gods will have to be truly awesome.